So, last year, how many of us crushed our goals? Last year, how many of us? How many of us? No one. So why are we not here today? No. Before you rise above, you must be at the level first. How many of us last year, our goals? How many of us met our goals last year? No, don't worry. I'm not coming to you. I won't call you out. How many of us? You know, this goals of a team, you know, it is not an hidden thing. Hope you know. Right? Because even we have our own goals every year that we set for ourselves. Every year. Because if you don't have goals, if you don't have what you want to achieve for that year, there's no how you will be you will understand or you will realize that you are actually growing or you are on the same stage you were the following year. So, and that is the more reason why the brands at which we have at hand, you know, every now and then, the growth keeps, the brand keeps growing every day, every month, every year. It is not by luck. Like, I think Aspire was the one that made mention of luck the other time. This is not by luck. Oh. It is not by luck. You have to be deliberate in what you do. You have to be deliberate. And meeting your target or setting goals, you trying to catch up with your goals for the year or thereabout, is not by chance. It is not by luck. It is by determination. It is by dedication. And it requires hard work. It requires hard work. Most especially in a business that we have. Most especially in this real estate business that we all have, that we are in this business, and on BRG platform alone, we are over 120,000 realtors, if I'm correct, as of today. Right? We have over 120 realtors. And we have products that even if this 120 realtors attack this product at the same time, the product that we have on ground, that we have on the platform, is not going to be enough for us to sell. Am I right? Then how come we have some people that are doing well, that are making sales, while we have some people, they are below average? And either we like it or not, yes, we still have some people that are not selling yet. Right? So what's the difference between those doing well? There are people that I know, there are realtors that I know on the BRG brokerage firm for the past 5 years now, they've always been at the top. They've always been at the top. Well, we know some people that when they hit that upper level today, maybe this year rather, the following year, it's going to be a bit of maybe challenging for them. But before you know it again, they come back. And while some of us, you know, we've been here, some, they've left the business that, oh, probably this business is not for me. Like, I think somebody also said that while we were listening to the panel. See, the real estate business is for everybody. It is for this body, this is that. I'm for everybody, I'm for nobody, or something like that. So the business is for everybody, in as much as you can learn the nitty-gritty of the business, you can learn the rope of the business, you can learn the challenges, you understand that real estate business. Yes, I can tell you for a fact that real estate business is not pepper selling business. It is not bread. You are not selling biscuits. It requires hard work. It requires knowledge. It requires you understanding every details that come with the business. Even though you don't want to learn that, the pressure in the real estate business will push you to go and learn that. Because by the time you see your friends or colleagues doing well, you'll be asking yourself, is there something that I'm not doing right? Has that happened to us before? You'll not be like, oh, what's happening? So it is not that you don't have the talent, you have everything that it takes for you to excel in the real estate business. You have it. But you are not just ready to annex, to push, to work hard to make sure that this thing comes to reality. Like what I normally do something at every ending of the month. I call it self-auditing. I don't know if you have anybody doing that here as well. Yes. And at times, I'll even call some of my staff and say, come, sit down. They will think it is one big this I want to discuss with them. I'll say, what did I get wrong this month? What did I do right? And they will like, the last person I called was like, okay, was this the reason why you called me? Right? To her, she doesn't know that there's a reason why I'm doing that. And I said, what are the new things you noticed about me? Why am I doing all of this? Just for me to understand that, Gbenga, have you derailed from your major target or your major goal, or how you want to actualize what you plan for this month or not? And if it's not something aligned to my this thing, before you come, I will have been telling you, no. And that is more reason a lot of people say, maybe I'm not, how will I call it? That I think I'm blunt a bit. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Right? So, we need to understand all of that. So, another thing is lack of visibility and positioning. Lack of visibility and positioning. This is lack of visibility, sorry. You want to be seen. This is a business that everybody wants to be seen. Everybody wants everyone to call upon them. Everyone wants to be at the top of the mind. What do you call the word the other time? Obscurity, Abi? Obscurity. So, what is obscurity? It is not lack of talent, not lack of knowledge, but it might be like lack of visibility and positioning. You are not being visible, you are not being seen. You are working hard, but you are not seen. I know of some people that every inspection, every tour, every DC, they are always there. I'm not saying don't go for tour, don't go for inspection. It's good. It's part of product knowledge. It's part of what will make you to be seen. It's part of what clients will notice about you, will see about you, your effort. It's part of the effort. It's part of the process to sales. But yet, they are not being seen. Value hidden from the market. It means you have value to render, but it's hidden somewhere within you. So here I have what I call Nigeria real estate reality. If you want to be seen as of Nigeria real estate market of today, you actually need to understand some basic things that the real estate market, the real estate business in Nigeria, the real estate transaction and whatsoever is changing. We say it's changing every year before. It's not changing every month. If you leave the business for 1 month, the business is going to leave you for 3 months. Even beyond 3 months. Right? If you leave the business for 2 months, it might leave you for 6 months. So we need to understand that Nigeria real estate market presently is highly competitive. It is highly, highly competitive. So for you to play in that game, you must also be ready to be at par with what is happening in the market. You cannot dare do whatsoever thing below the current market demand. And that is the more reason why you see that some real estate companies too are presently, due to the government policy here and there, this serves as a challenging period for them. It's highly competitive. You can only transact in real estate business now if you have the what? The cash, the ego. Even if you have it, you need to be very careful. So that the way you jump in, you won't jump out like that. It's very, very important. Nigeria real estate market reality, point number 2, is trust deficit. Trust deficit. In our real estate of today, now, there are some questions that clients they actually don't ask us before, but now, I think I was discussing with Madam the other time that there are questions that some clients will ask you, even you'll be like, you won't bypass this property where you won't buy. You understand? But you know what? Because they're the one bringing in the money, you still have to be their friend. Even though they ask your old mama certificate, you go and bring it out and show them. Yes! Because of why? The trust deficit in the real estate market as of today. And you and I cannot deny the fact that, yes, we have issues when it comes to trust. But we, as professional realtors, we must understand that we need to build our brand to that stage whereby clients will be able to trust and even recommend us to their colleagues. Like one of our friends came on stage the other time that talked about referrals, and I think Omono also made mention of that. The clients demand proofs. Now it is no longer, I have something that will serve this purpose. You have to show me the proof. The proof. What have we done before? Oh, what have they done before? Our big clients, don't they ask us that? They ask now. So even you as a new company coming up, you actually need, I could even set an example for us here. Our first maiden construction project, before we came up with that project, when client comes to us, there is this perception about us. In fact, there's this particular client that came to that project, even while we started doing foundation. The client came and he went. He said, have you built before? We said, no, this is our first building project. I said, okay, no problem. He went. So the client went. And me that day, make a no lie, I need that money. But he paid me. And he wanted to buy 2 units. So, you've not built before? The man started speaking English. I do not understand. I said, okay, no problem. So, as God will have it, God now carry that man come again. When we have delivered that project. Did you know what that man said to us? He said, I made a terrible mistake. I should have believed you guys. Then, the moment he said that, I told my shoulder, I said, constant up. I said, yeah. You understand? So, you need to understand that you must have proof. Even as a realtor, you must have that, oh, I'm marketing this company to you. They've done this, but now it's more easier for realtors to say, oh, they are the one doing this, they've done that. Even when clients come, I don't talk much. I'll just greet them, accord them with respect and everything, because customer is king. That is where your money is. So we try as much as possible to talk less now. When the client asks this, I will just come and see this. You see this? When you go to another project, look at this, look at that. Even in the process, you are teaching them. And they will fall in love with you at the end of the day. I'm not saying you don't buy from me, but once I don't catch you, before you come out, go another project, you'll be hard. So that is very, very important. There's another point on the Nigeria real estate reality is visibility plus credibility equals to currency. Your visibility and credibility is the only currency you have. That's the only currency you have. It's like you having hard currency in your pocket. You know, there's no practically any country you want to travel to that you won't be okay. But if you have though our naira is trying anyway. But if you have naira in your pocket, and I could remember vividly when we traveled to a particular country, then we are believing that when we get there, we have naira in our pocket. We should be able, as we carry our naira go, until we carry come back. So, why realtors remain obscure? Fear of visibility. Yes, there are some of us, even we within ourselves, we are not ready to be more visible. We are not ready. It might be what we want, but we are not ready. We are not ready. We know some people that by fire, by force, we know that you carry potential in you. You go put fire and you go come out by force. You push some people out. But we need to be ready within ourselves, within our mind that, we want to be more visible in the real estate business. Number 2, no personal brand. I think when they were talking at the stage that the panelists were speaking about, speaking the other time, they also made mention of personal brand. It's very, very, very important. So if you are Mr. Tunde, you want to be addressed as Mr. Tunde. Mr. Tunde should have a way of behavior. You should have your own, how do they call it? The way you dress. Not a long time ago that you want to go and visit Adeleke, you want to take client to you, along with palm and this thing. Don't ever do that again. I know we've changed anyway, but when you see some realtors, you yourself be asking, who is realtor, who is client? Nowadays. So, personal branding is very, very important as well. Then no authority position. That's point number 3. No authority positioning. That's why some of us are not being seen. See, I think there's this company, Gaspar was showing me that guy. He happens to be the staff. I think Dukia. That guy is a staff. And that guy just developed a niche for himself online. He will not be doing like, between comedy and being a serious kind of person. Do you know what that guy has been able to do for himself? He's trying to create something new, something different for himself. So, except you that you're also ready to copy him, you must be ready to do mumu small and be serious small. I don't know, maybe you get what I'm trying to say here. But everybody's personality is not the same thing. You must figure out what is really working or what will work for me. What kind of client base do I have? What kind of network do I have? Some people are not even online. They are not online. But it's good to be online. But they believe that is what offline is what is working for them. There's this madam within our Barrister Labake. You see that woman? The deals that woman is closing, even we that we are younger than, we don't have our strength to close those deals. Network. That's our own strength. You'll not be asking Barrister Kemi to go online and she will just be looking at you. What are you saying? Do you understand? Understand what works well for you. Who are you? Who are the people you have? What is your strength? Then another point is random selling. Some people, you see them in BRG today. Some people, you see them in other brokerage firm tomorrow. You see them here, you see them there. Stay one. You cannot make it like that. You can't. I think I'm hitting somebody there. You cannot be big. You cannot be seen that way. You cannot be seen. Even on BIOG platform, it is not everything you carry. You must not carry everything. Look at the portfolio. Look at, oh, this is what is working for me. Okay, play is good. Do you understand? So at times, there was a lady that came to me maybe 2 weeks ago. I said, I thought you used to be in BRUG. They said, boss, we are everywhere. Oh. I just say, everywhere. You're not nice. So people like that, you need to understand that you can't be everywhere. You can't be everywhere. It's not possible. Stay in a place that you know that you are going to be great. Like in BRG, we preach about leadership, preach about value. We preach about what other things do we preach about? Loyalty. Loyalty is very, very important. And collaboration. Collaboration. So you have a lot of people you've brought into this business. What is the relationship with them? Do you have good relationship with people? It's very, very important. See, at night, 2 o'clock, 2 a.m., 2 a.m. at night, 2:30, when you check online, that is the best time I used to reply my own message. And that's my active period. Jennifer, you say yes. That is my active period. Because I know myself. So, how do we rise above obscurity? Now, don't teach me English today. So, you have to be the top of the mind. Being top of the mind. How do you be somebody that will be top of mind for all our clients, or team, or colleagues, and thereabout? Being trusted. You want people to trust you. And you are telling me A today. Tomorrow I'm asking you, forgetting that the person you are talking to is an active listener. And when you are talking to me, you now call B for me today. Next tomorrow you say C. I'll just look at you, I won't talk, I'll just smile. But I know you are telling lies. So can you trust that kind of person? No. And the real estate business, the business that you are into is a real estate business. It's a sensitive business. And for someone that wants to trust you with 30 million naira, even 10 million naira, someone that wants to trust you with 10 million naira, and you think they won't figure out a lot of things about you? Of course they will. They will. One client came to my office on, I think it was on Monday. The question that client asked me, I can tell you categorically that no client has asked me that kind of question before. So, when we are not go talking. Later on, when we are done with the transaction, I now got to know that, oh, this man, I now understand where you're coming from. You see that money from that man's pocket is coming from somewhere. And you need to be very, very sure of where he's putting the money. Being referred. Being referred. If you are here today, I think Omono, somebody refer 9 clients to her. Why? Because the person has trusted her to the point that I know this lady is not going to lie. This lady is not going to tell me. Though you did something today, he's still paying me. You took my money away. Where is she? She has gone out. She brought one client, and that client questioned my life. And later, the client bought from another unit. He paid me. He went away with my 135 million. Being searched for. How would they be able to search for you? Where are you? Where are you? To be more convenient, more easier for clients to be able to locate you and for them to be able to search and get you at every point in time. Shift required. So I could remember vividly when we were starting the real estate business, and one of my friends, I was trying to convince her to come to the real estate business. And he said something to me. He said, Gbenga, never in your life coming for agency business again. I think I told Chief Coach Anima. And they were like, but what you understand me? And you know what? And I said, by the time we understand, time will have gone. You understand? Because the business you do, you know, it is you and I that package it to realtor. It is agent that are calling you. Hope you know. I mean, we call agent. But we've now changed from being an agent. Because an agent, to us, they are not, you can't just look at me and call me an agent. Right? In Western world, that's the language they use. But here in Nigeria, that word agent, they spoiled that name. So it's like you wanted to go and take and rent an apartment, and you now see that agent, the way that man will suffer you. You understand? So you have to shift from that word of agent to being. Then from the noise to value. From selling to educating. I can mention not less than 10 people that I can see from this front seat that what they are doing presently, they've moved from they're trying to sell to educating people, educating clients. Educating people, educating clients. Content is very, very important. There are some people, since last year, they've been following you, they didn't buy from you. Probably they are one of the people buying from you this year. Right? This year, if you are not looking at it, even the content, the way is, I'm just giving to them back to back. It's not converting. It's converting, don't stop. What you did last year probably is what you are reaping this year. Now, what you are doing this year, maybe it is next year you are going to, because some, we look at it, they have your handle, they have everything. In fact, they are following you. But they don't have the money at that point in time. But why some have the money, but they don't have the time? So whatever thing you're doing, keep doing it and keep pushing it harder, more harder. And always look at it that, how do I improve every day in what I'm doing? Because have it at the back of your mind that you also have some realtors that are doing more than what you are doing. So you also need to be ready to scale up whatever this thing that you are doing. So there are 5 pillars I'll be talking about. 5 pillars. Number 1 is positioning. How do you position yourself? Choose a niche. Be known for one thing. Hone a lane. Just like what you've been doing. Stay in one. The second pillar is visibility that we'll be talking about. Consistent presence. Yes. Don't say because you are not getting results or what you are doing presently is not converting. You are not trying to say, okay, let me look for. No, don't worry. Do it. There are millions of people seeing you. Just that they might not like your post. They might not comment. People like me, I will look at it very well. I've seen it, but I will pass. But I've seen it. You say what? Social media is very, very important. Social media is very, very important. How many of us even have a website here? website, business website. Do you also have a personal website in your name? Personal branding is very, very important. You need to own, aside from your business, you also need to own your own personal website. There's this saying that we normally, when we come to training like this, that we normally tell ourselves that client needs to buy, must be able to buy into you first before they even believe in what you are selling to them. You come first before that product that you are selling to me. If I don't believe in you, I won't believe in what you are selling. I won't believe in the value you want to render to me. It's like a few years back when we trying to market clients and thereabout. Okay, in the next clinical, you are going to make 5 billion naira on this job, and they will look at you that even you that you are calling that 5 billion naira, you are not looking at like that 5 billion naira. You understand? So at the point you go for marketing and before they even attend to you, they will look at the kind of phones you are using. They will look at it. There was one lady like that. You know, it's very, all these things is very, it should be like you are wasting money, but you are not wasting money. You are not wasting money. If it is one phone, you can save money and buy it. Use good phone. Don't use, there's one phone I was using then, That phone is don't let me call the brand name, so that phone is a window phone like this. I used to come from the mainland. We live in Yanoba. So the moment we cross that Makmogbo Bridge, once you get to that Makmogbo Bridge, network will disappear on that phone. Network will disappear on that phone. And I might be here till 11 o'clock. Everybody that will be calling me that day, they won't be able to reach me. So, and you will go to Ibejuleki, you hold on for clients. So, I will not be using my other Emmanuel and the other person's phone that when they call you, another person call you. Because I know that the moment I've crossed that bridge, forget it, network don't go. So, until when I'm coming back, you see the moment we climb that bridge and we are sent from that bridge, network, you just go papa. So that kind of phone, you cannot even dare bring it out in front of client. They will just look at you and say, okay. So we also suffer in the business. So if you begin to say that between now and tomorrow, we won't live here. So if you can make it in the business, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. So WhatsApp status, of course, part of this daily relevance. What are you doing? What are you doing that will make you more relevant? What are you doing? You learn, acquire a lot of knowledge. That when you speak, people will not look at you and say, Kilo so. So, know a bit of everything. If it is politics, know it. Know how. It's good. If it is football, have a bit of everything. If it is current affair, so that when people are talking, it might even be that conversation that will open door to the next stage with the clients, to you. At times it might be football, but just take time and make sure that you understand that probably if it is Man U and Arsenal now, I'm a Man U fan. So we come in, you are back. So if the client is now an Arsenal fan, just judgely say, I'm just watching football for the joy of it. I'm not a fan, But if you ask them, you're a Manchester United fan, emotionally, it might buy from you later, but it might cause some damages or thereabout. So you also need to manage all of these things together. It's very, very important. So credibility, testimonial, allocation of proof, site inspection, transaction transparency, all of these put together, it's very, very important. Allocation, when you are there, have proof, testimonial messages. You have some client that you've bought for, you can talk to them, let them give you let them testify to what the experience they've had with the transaction they have with you. With that, you can put all of this, you can document it, and work with it, build it up as one of your stuff. Value communication. Value communication. I think I've covered that a bit. Content. Some of us do that a lot in terms of location. We say location is closer to the major landmark here, thereabout. So I think now clients has now moved to is closer to this. Is what do you have on the land? Is the land dry land or water land and thereabout? So they ask all of these things. So we must also be ready and build our capacity to that level to match the demand in the market. Then you explain appreciation. Of course, it's very, very important for us to also understand that there are some properties within the next few years that's going to be selling at a particular price. Now, I was with somebody 3 days ago, and the person was talking to a client. I just spoke to that person that, this person know that if the person did not buy that 2-bedroom that the client wanted to buy now, is going to buy that 2-bedroom for about 700 to 800, maybe in the next 2 years. That was what the client heard. And the client asked the person who is speaking beside you, he said, "It's my boss. Please, can you give him that phone?" Because of that word alone, now the client is ready to buy that unit from the realtor. And it's not that maybe I'm just saying the fact, but now 2-bedroom in Lekki, how much is it now? 250 million averagely. That's averagely, in Lekki. In the next couple of years? In the next 2 years, how much do you think this 2-bedroom will be selling around that place now? Do you understand? So these are the kind of things that we need to understand what to say at the point in time, how to say it, and where to say it. Okay, the next relationship. I think we've spoken about this when some other guest speakers were on the stage. Trust-driven market. The end point of the whole thing is relationship. You have to build relationship. It is very, very important. This December, how many of you bought gift to your client? How many? Some of us, like this, our hand. We know they open. We know they give chichi. You can't be real estate and say you cannot give chichi. You go give. There are some clients that we give them malu. You know malu, cow. We give out cow. There are some we give ram. There are some we give Christmas mampa. You give gifts. You call them. It is not every day you'll be bombarding them with messages that, buy. You see that word buy? Or you are marketing. Nobody wants to be sold. Nobody wants to. No, by default. By default. Something that will bring money out of people's pockets. By default. But through relationship can open doors. Relationship can make things that you think is not possible to possible immediately. That you won't even spend much of money on. Then the other one is communication. The next stage, communication. That's the fifth. I think I've communication. So lesson from, just go to call to action so I can round up. So as a realtor, what are you known for? What are you known for? When something happens today, even your clients, I know of a particular client that they've dealt with 3 to 4 different realtors on 4 different transactions. When the client wants to buy this, he brings another realtor. When he wants to buy this, he brings another realtor. One day, I called the client. When the client came to the office, I said, "Sir, let me see you. Why are you always changing?" Do you understand? The response the man gave me was, "I don't know them now. I only saw them online and I contact them. Once I do my due diligence and see that the company is genuine, I buy from the company. So at that point in time, even me that wanted to fight for realtors, and I said, talk. You know, there are some responses that somebody will give you that it will knock you off. So I now call one of the realtors that, why don't you try as much as possible to clip this man down? This man that is coming every time to buy, even we as a company are not, it's not something we like. That client, I don't understand them. So what are you known for? Your clients if your clients leave you and go and buy from other people, it's a sin. See it as a sin. You should not allow that to happen. So that is the more reason why you need to close up all gaps between you and your client. Why should client trust you? Why should they trust you? What you are giving them is what other realtors will give them. So why should they trust you? You have to sit down and say, this is why I want my client to trust me, whatsoever this is. And some of these clients that are buying 10 million, 20 million, 5 million worth of property from you, the day billions of transactions, the day they want to transact in billions, if care is not taken, they may not remember you. So that is the more reason why if you catch one client, like, do not let them go, serve them well. So are you building a brand or you are selling? Are you building a brand or you are selling? So if you want to stay longer or remain in this business, you must be ready to build a brand. Thank you.